We just wrapped up a week here in Gettysburg with our crew, and it was a really amazing week.
And now that we found all the secret places in Gettysburg that everyone should check out, we are going to share them with you. Here is what I thought was going to happen today. Today I'm ditching Phil here in Gettysburg because, let's face it, he is over the history lesson for this trip and I'm not. But once I got into the car, I quickly realized that the power steering was not working. Come on. And I couldn't turn the steering wheel at all. So of course, the first thing I did was get Phil out here to take over and to assess the situation. And Phil, the situation is?
I'm gonna give you the Air Force salute. I don't know. I don't know why we're getting this code. It worked fine yesterday. We had power steering, and today, nothing. So when we turn it on, it cycles through everything. First thing I notice is the check engine light is on.
Was that on yesterday? No?
No, that was not.
So.
And then the door's open now, but I was getting the service power steering message come up. And I don't.
Wait.
There.
What?
We have power steering again.
What?
Literally.
How
I've been
is
out
that
here.
Possible?
Look, I've been out here checking fuses. I've been just.
I should have grabbed the camera a long time ago.
No kidding. So now it says no stored message, but I don't know why the check engine light's on.
And should I be scared to drive it and get stuck somewhere? Like if
No.
I go somewhere, am I going to get trapped? Oh, what?
No, I don't. I'm saying,
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I
You see, what happened was I brought my tools over here, and she got scared, and she said, "All right, I better act right."
Well, Phil did call the local Jeep place to see about it. So maybe we just wait and not drive it. And if anything, you take it there.
Well, so one of the things I read, it said that if the battery is going bad, if there's low voltage, because this is an all electronic power steering, there's no fluid to this, that the low voltage could cause the computer to shut down as a fail-safe to protect itself. There you go. Problem solved. I'm glad I could help fix it.
That's not fixed.
No, it's not.
I'm still scared to drive it. Ooh,
Yeah.
Phil.
Name that tune.
Now
So-
we don't have to have it towed.
Yeah.
For sure.
So now, it literally, I just went in, I turned it back on, and my power steering's back.
Maybe. Is that a problem?
So just to fill you in, these two guys came over to offer some assistance this morning, and they were scratching their head along with me. He was watching YouTube videos, so was I. So we were the three of us were trying to troubleshoot this. So something happened. I think it got scared because it brought my tools over.
I think it's like a regular computer. Whenever something goes wrong, you just turn it off and
Just
turn it back
reboot
on.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
The check engine light is on, so I got to figure
Well,
out
you know why? Because it's probably still showing a code.
Yeah.
So probably
Yeah.
if you take it to somewhere, they'll get the code reset.
So that's probably what I'll do is I'll drive it to Jeep and
Yeah.
see if they can just slap their reader on it and tell me.
But at least the cause. Like we need to know what the cause was.
Yeah.
Well, they'll read the code on
Yep.
their screen. They'll show you what it is.
Yeah.
So
Maybe on the way into town, I can drop you off so you can video what you were going to video, and then I can pick you back up on the way in.
But how far away is it?
27 minutes to the closest Jeep dealer.
So you'll be gone at least an hour.
So a half hour to get there, half hour back. Don't know if they'll be able to slap the reader on it right away and see what it is, and if they find something, if it'll be a quick fix.
Let me look and see if there's Ubers around
Yeah, if
here,
you can get
because
an Uber back,
I don't want to be stuck there for 4 hours.
No, I don't want you either.
All right, so let me see.
Well, remember that red Ram and that white truck. So if you see them, you can catch a ride back with them. And
Oh,
say,
our neighbor, our new neighbors.
Our new neighbors. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here they are. 7 minutes away, $13.99. Okay, Phil just dropped me off right here at the Jenny Wade house, and that's because this is the very first stop in my tour on Shaka Guide. So I downloaded the Gettysburg downtown tour today. It was only like $6.50, and it's going to guide me all through downtown Gettysburg and tell me what I need to know, and if there's anything I don't want to know, I can skip and keep going. I just finished my Gettysburg walking tour with Shaka Guide, but this isn't the only way that you can experience Gettysburg. A few years ago, we came through here and we did Segway tours, and that was a blast. Phil didn't even complain about history during the tour. tour. There are a ton of other options. You can do the audio tour, which is free while you're in your car. You can also sign up for e-bike tours. You can hire a tour guide to ride in the car with you and take you around town. You can do tours on horses, in carriages, bus tours. You can also go through the national park, and they have some ranger programs, so check those out before you get here. Needless to say, you don't have to just wander around the battlefields not really knowing what you're seeing. There are a lot of options at a lot of different price points. No matter how you choose to visit the battlefields, make sure you do a walking tour right here downtown, because it is a cool little square. But be aware, it gets loud. Oh wait, there's one of the buses that you can take for one of the tours. It does get crowded, it does get loud, and a ton of trucks will come through here. So if you want to do a nice quiet tour, come in the evening after everything starts closing up, or come first thing in the morning. There are a ton of restaurants down here as well that you can check out, and we've been to a few of them.
Are you suffering from BMS? That's bad mattress syndrome. Symptoms may include chronic crankiness, spontaneous back spasm, yelling at your partner for breathing too loud, and thinking a foam topper might save your sleep.
And I've tried everything from foam toppers, folding the comforter in half, and even sleeping on the couch.
We even considered separate RVs. That's how bad it got.
Then we tried RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding.
It's the only treatment designed specifically for RV-related sleep dysfunction.
We got 2 twins, one firm, one medium.
Because we're very different people with the same goal: waking up, not hating life. It's been 9 months and I haven't woken up sore, angry, or curled up in the dinette like a 5-year-old. RV Mattress is made in the USA. Ships free and comes with a 120-night trial and a limited lifetime warranty. Side effects may include spontaneous morning hike, smiling before coffee, saying "ah" every time you lay down.
Ask your favorite RVers if RV Mattress is right for you.
Has been known to reverse bad attitude, not responsible for snoring, drooling, or marital bliss.
Use code TODAYISSOMEDAY and save 30%.
And treat your BMS before it ruins another day. The first thing you should do when you come here to Gettysburg is come straight here to the Visitor Center. It'll help you get a lay of the land and understand how to navigate around here.
And we definitely recommend seeing the film and the cyclorama. It really breaks down what happens over the 3 days during the battle, and it'll help you experience Gettysburg, not just check the list off of the most famous monuments. I recommend picking a specific event and then walk through that event from the beginning to the end. You'll have a mission and not just be randomly walking around from monument to monument. A couple of good ones are Little Round Top and the Gettysburg Address.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation.
And if you choose one of those, you'll learn a little bit about it right here at the Welcome Center and then follow it along throughout Gettysburg. If you're headed to Gettysburg, don't miss the World War II Museum. It ended up being one of the biggest surprises we found. It's packed with military vehicles, artifacts, uniforms, and personal stories, making it the perfect place to escape the summer heat for a few hours. And here's a fun fact: every vehicle in the museum is operational. Yep, they can actually start them all up and drive them whenever they want. The museum is a nonprofit, so every ticket helps to preserve these incredible artifacts for future generations. This museum also serves as a gathering place for local veterans. It connects them with each other and organizations that can help them find the support and services they need. This is even a Harvest Host location. Our plan was to spend the night and explore all of the tanks and military vehicles outside, but our car trouble threw a wrench into those plans. If you're visiting Gettysburg, this is absolutely worth adding to your to-do list. It's the perfect complement to the battlefields and a reminder that every generation has its own stories of courage, sacrifice, and service.
Another important stop here is the Gettysburg National Cemetery, and this is where thousands of Union soldiers are laid to rest.
It's also where Lincoln did the Gettysburg Address, which is one of the most famous speeches in American history.
This restored station played a pivotal role in transporting wounded soldiers and supplies. It's also where President Lincoln arrived in November of 1863 to give the Gettysburg Address, making it an important stop for both Civil War and presidential history. So make sure you add this on your stop here in Gettysburg.
YouTube has been unsubscribing our followers again, so could you take just a second and double check that subscribe button? If they've unsubscribed you, please hit that button again. We are really working hard to make it to 200,000 subscribers, and you could be a big part of that. This campground is a great option. We were here for a week with the crew, and they have a pavilion down here that is perfect to hang out in. We definitely tested it out, but that's not my favorite part of this campground. My favorite part, which I used a lot, is the trail that will take you to the battlefield. When you come out by the office, there is a horse trail that you can follow, and it goes right across the street to the battlefield. So every day I would lace up my shoes to get my miles in. I would go right over here. Now, one thing you do have to watch out for is it is a horse trail, so there will be landmines along the way, but you can dodge those and it will take you right to the battlefield. As you'll see here with RV Trip Wizard, this campground is in the heart of Gettysburg. You are just minutes away from everything you're going to want to see and do, but you will have to pay a premium for that access and convenience. So if you're looking for something a little cheaper, there are state parks within 30 minutes of downtown Gettysburg, and these are half the price, and you can get full hookups at these campgrounds, but make sure you remember it's a state park. They'll fill up, so reserve early. We actually stayed at one of these state parks the last time we were here. Driving in 30 minutes to what we wanted to do was not a problem. All right, so I got to know, what are you voting for? Convenience of location or the less expensive option? Let us know in the comments below.
Here's Gettysburg according to the numbers. The battle was fought July 1st through the 3rd, 1863. Gettysburg has over 1,300 monuments,
which is more than any other battlefield anywhere in the world. This is still the largest battle ever fought in North America.
There are almost 2 million visitors to Gettysburg each year,
which makes it the most visited battlefield in the world. More than 51,000
dead, wounded, missing, or captured across 6,000 acres.
When you come to Gettysburg, it can feel really overwhelming, and if you don't follow some kind of plan, it'll just feel like you're looking at headstone, monument, marker after marker, and it starts to become a little monotonous and you kind of forget why you're here. All right, for those of you wanting an update on the Jeep, look, it's right behind us.
And hopefully it's all fixed. So we took it into Jeep, they hooked it up to the reader, and all signs led back to the batteries. Yes, 2 batteries, one under the driver's seat, one under the passenger seat. So they said there were a lot of stored messages that had a loss of comms throughout, and everything led back to the battery. So erred on the side of caution, replaced both batteries, get this, to the tune of $900. That was diagnostics, labor, and the 2 batteries. If you see me walking around future campgrounds collecting cans, you'll know why.
Because the Jeep is all fixed and ready to go, we don't have to stay here extra days, which is great because we are about to lose a ton of money at our next place. So we are packing up today and we're heading on out. Oh, speaking of packing up, I have a brand new checklist. You guys have to hear about this. After years of using our slap wrist bracelets, I finally have created something better. And it's because we moved into this RV temporarily, we don't have our bracelets that we've been using forever. So I created a checklist on Notion that works so much better. Notion is a free program. It's website based as well as app based. So if you go on the website, you can create your checklist and then use it on your phone. You can use it inside, your spouse can use it outside. You can both be checking things off at the same time. And whenever you're all finished and you want to use it again, you just uncheck all the boxes and start over. Oh, it's brilliant. I don't know why I didn't think of it. So if you want to check this out for yourself, I have steps on how to get yourself a free account on Notion, and you can steal my template, get started, and then change things to fit your checklist. This is brilliant. It's so simple, and you have to check it out. That's it for Gettysburg. We are packing it up and getting ready for our next big event, which is a huge rally on the Bourbon Trail. We would love to have you join us, so join our newsletter to stay up to date on what's coming next.